everyone, welcome back. Really excited to be joining you again today. We're going to be spending the next 2 minutes talking about rethinking your in-person lecture for your online students. So let's dive right in. First, let's recap. What does our traditional 50-minute lecture look like? Well, probably the first 3 or 4 minutes is really that welcome intro, turning your homework, open your books, really just waiting for students to get in, sit down and be quiet so we can get into the meat and potatoes, which is that 40 minutes of lecture content, 30 to 40 slides maybe, where we're just talking at our students. And yeah, we might stop to ask a question here or there. So we have this 5 minutes of maybe Q&A spread throughout this time where you're asking students questions to make sure they're paying attention. They're asking you questions maybe if they need a clarification. And then finally, we spend the last maybe 2 or 3 minutes really closing, wrapping up the day, reminding them about assignment, chapter they're supposed to read, and all that kind of stuff. So this might be what a lot of lectures look like for some of you out there traditionally. So how do we rethink it and shift into a new idea? First, let's take this opening and closing and bring it together to make kind of a welcome to the week, kind of a 5-minute video of this is what we talked about last week, this is what we have coming up this week. Don't forget about the group project at the end of the week, kind of those reminders, assignments, and really setting your students up for success. Next, let's break this large amount of content out into maybe 4 or 5 smaller 10-minute videos, 8-minute videos with a lot less slides and more specific content. And it'll be a lot easier for you to record that content, take a break, come back to it, and do a little bit more than recording an entire 40, 50-minute lecture, right? So let's think about that. Next, where's that engagement piece where we're reaching out with our students? Well, what we can do in Carmen is after each of our video, do just a low-stakes 2 or 3 question quiz just to make sure your students are watching the videos, they get the content, and they're following along. And then open up discussion boards in Carmen so your students can ask questions of you and of their peers. You'd be amazed to see how they interact with each other and answer their own questions. And so that's how you can get some great content in there. So really, this is how we can go from our traditional lecture into a new format for online that'll set you up for success and your students up for success. You guys are amazing. Again, for more information, keepteaching.osu.edu. OSU, I love you. You're awesome. Believe in you. Keep going.